I spent some time dialing in these forms, even though we still haven't done the plumbing underslab inspection. You can see it rained again. Rained for 2 days. It was supposed to be like 1/4 of an inch. I don't think it was. Anyway, tried to get these a little bit more dialed in. I did the center string method. A couple of the concrete people I follow on YouTube kind of say it doesn't matter. Mike Day, and I think one's called Dirt Boss. I hope I'm getting that right. But I think it was Mike Day that said, you know, you can put them on, some guys like them on the outside, some on the inside. I like it on the middle, at least at this point. And I don't do this for a living, so you can see how janky some of this stuff looks. And so I finally bought some of these 3-foot round stakes. Couldn't find the flat ones, but there's another place in town that's, I think, more geared toward contractors, and I'm guessing I could find the flat ones there. Yeah, and they're like 10 bucks a piece. And I would just like to get a lot more of them. My construction friend Tyler said, when I showed him this video of what we had so far, he was kind of like, yeah, get some more stakes in there. So, but he said otherwise it looked good, so that was nice, considering he's my only professional to call on for help. I added this guy today, set level on everything. I did notice over here, you know, when you sight down this way, you can kind of see imperfections, you know, they just stack up. And so I think it was also Dirt Boss that these are called whalers, I think. And you can see this big knot right here. And it was very much affecting how straight it was right here. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to do one of those whaler things. And I did it, and it definitely straightened it out. So that was nice. Little YouTube expertise there. So, and these have gotten rained on. I mean, it's been something. So anyway, we still have this gap right here, which we're leaving for the skid steer, which I think is another piece of advice I got from Mike Day, or Dirt Boss, or Odell. So, you know, that we still have to, my goal is to raise, let's see if I can widen this here. The goal is to spend as little money on concrete as possible, because it is 168 bucks a yard here. So dirt here is free. Anywhere we can compact dirt, you know, a compactor is going to be, you know, 100 bucks a day. So 3 days of compaction is like 2 yards of concrete. So I figured at this point, if I were to go as is, I'd be looking at like 35 yards. And we're going to try to get that down to 2 trucks, so down to 20. On CAD, if I do the, CAD, sorry, I have this beer still. If I were to, so going by this foundation in SketchUp, the exact cubic footage indicates we would need something about 18 yards. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll add 2 to kind of cover variances or whatever. But I am of the opinion that, and actually one of the gravel drivers, in fact, when the guy delivered that gravel and this stuff, he said, let me tell you, the same company also does concrete. He said that extra truck is very expensive. That 1 extra yard of concrete you need is very expensive. Meaning you're not only going to pay for, you know, a short load, so less than a truck, which I believe is an additional yard that you don't get. So if you order less than a full truck, which is 10 or something, you're going to pay for an extra yard to fill the truck, to get the truck here. So, you know, and then you have delivery fees and all that on top of it. So, you know, that 1 extra yard you need, the pickup or whatever it's called, at the last second, because you're short on 2 trucks, very expensive. $300, $400 for a yard, $500 probably. So the goal is, and you can see that if we're at 18 precisely, we'll never achieve that. But if we go over, hold on a second. Okay, I'm coming. Thank you. We're going to try to aim for something like 24 or 26, and then just have other stuff around the property to pour that the last truck can dump their stuff into. That's the plan. So we're going to be doing a lot more forming. Yeah, that's where it is. I'll do more on that, and we'll see how that all works out. Okay, so what we're doing is bending this rebar. This was the first one we tried. It didn't come out very good. And these kind of have to go down in this monolithic slab like this. This one's kind of ugly. But the idea is we're going to have two around the circumference of the building, of the foundation, two go across the top, and then two go down the bottom of the footing down there. So this is the first one. It's kind of sucky. So we set up a jig to bend these out of a tree stump. They're supposed to look like this. That makes sense. So you can kind of see where it goes down into the footing, and then we hang the rebar perpendicular to that here for the two on the bottom, and then here for the two on the top. That's like the circumference of the whole thing. And then these go across 24 inches on center. And then here's our jig. It is a tree stump, a big oak tree stump. And this is how we bend the 8-inch corner. And then we move the pipe along the rebar. And then we put that corner out here. And then we bend this corner. And that gives us so we're going down into the footing and then across the bottom. So that's our jig. We cut it in with a skill saw. Yeah. Okay. We wanted to make a video showing us doing one so you can see how it works, because it's worked pretty good. And it's cool having it in a tree stump because you don't have to fight it the whole time. This thing ain't going anywhere. That's for sure. All right, ready? Ready. Boy, what a masterful job. Masterful. We're really good by the last one, always. All right, ready? Go. Okay. Oh boy. And there it is. We gotta show it for the camera. Hopefully the camera can see that. All right. Boy.
It's dinner time.
What is it?
It's dinner time.
Oh, did you say dinner time?
Mm-hmm.
What did you eat?
Sausage.